Thank you. I want to tell you all about my love of music. Are there music lovers in the house? Are there actually music teachers in the house? All right, okay, very good. All right, I see the music teachers hit the bar already, so that's cool. Just kidding. So I want to try something with y'all, but it means that you're going to have to sing with me just a little bit. Yeah. So some of you have that like pang of panic in your stomach right now. It's okay. And to be clear, I am not a music teacher or a professional singer by any means. I'm actually a math teacher. Yeah, all right. I just have a passion for math, right? And I enjoy finding ways to incorporate it into my math lessons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to finish just small parts of a song. So how it'll work is I'll sing a little bit, and then you sing the rest of it, right? And so if we all sing or like talk with some variation in tone, it'll be okay, right? So I'm going to sing part of a song, and you finish it. So let's try this first one. Sorry, I left out a key part of the instructions. I'll sing it, then I'll gesture to you all, okay? Yeah. I don't want y'all just like singing all willy-nilly, so let's try. And these are songs you know, so let's try this one. Just a small town girl. Living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train. Going anywhere. Yeah, okay, all right, very nice, not bad. So that's how this is gonna work, okay? I'll sing a bit, and then you. So growing up, music was always playing in our house when we were cleaning, when we had people over, when we were in the car on the way to hockey games. And if Mom was in charge of the music, we listened to a lot of folk music, like John Denver, James Taylor, and like classic Motown, right? But if Dad was in charge, we listened to Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith, and Fleetwood Mac, right? Kind of a weird mix. But my dad taught me that it's okay to sing loudly and to not care if you forget the words or you can't match the tone, right? So let's try this one. I see a little silhouette of a man. Thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening. Me? Yeah, I'm not going that high. No, not me. I'm not going that high. So my family, we always had a song in our hearts, and it would define our day. We get so caught up in it. We do something like, I know you want to leave me. But I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg and plead for your sympathy. I don't mind, but you mean that much to me. All right, yeah, I'm about to start dancing up in here. This is nice. This is nice. Y'all are great. So, my Irish-American parents adopted me from the Philippines in 1985. Any Filipinos in here? Oh, man, that's just the one. Yeah, see, I see some of you guys looking at me like a Rubik's cube. You're like, he's dark, but he's Asian. Where is he from? So, all right, we'll talk about that another time. But ever since they adopted me, I've been blessed. And my dad served proudly in the Air Force, and my mom worked with adults with developmental disabilities. And so while I look nothing like them, I did take the best of both of them because I have a desire to lead and serve my community, but I chose specifically to teach high school students with disabilities. And with each of my parents' jobs, there were lots of challenges for sure, and I think music was something that kept them positive. It was important to them because it was often an expression of how they felt without actually needing to say anything. Does anyone have parents like that where they let the music do the talking, right? So there is a saying, where words fail, music speaks. And this was so true in our home. I remember hearing Fleetwood Mac's Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow play before my dad would leave before deployments. Sometimes our music selection would be happy, sometimes it was sad, sometimes it was intense. But whatever the tone, growing up with these songs stayed with me, right? I had to have music with me. I was that kid who had the Sony headphones on and the portable CD player, right? The CD player with the anti-skip, right? It sure does skip on the bus. And had a book of CDs in my backpack. And growing up in West Phoenix in the 90s and 2000s, gangs were a real problem. And so listening to music helped me keep moving forward. And it was kind of my way to not get caught up in the violence and negativity that surrounded me. I always felt like I had to keep a song in my heart and soul, right? So I would dance so hard to Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl Yeah, I mean, I would like dance in my bedroom, not in front of like, other people. Let's be clear. You laughing a little too hard at that, man. You're like, do you think I can't dance? I'll start dancing. So as I developed my own taste in music, naturally my songs expanded, right? So I remember learning, don't go chasing waterfalls. I know that you're gonna have it your way or not at all. Very nice, very nice. I noticed I lost some of you guys on that one. Yeah, see, so now we're starting to see that age gap just a little bit. Just a little bit. That was TLC for the record. So, get some confused looks. So let's try this one. How about this one? It's from a great movie, 1989, I think. Top Gun was the movie. We're an Air Force family, so we loved it. Here we go. Tom Cruise, right? You've lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. You've lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Whoa. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause for that one. That was great. So you see what happened there? I noticed that I had lost some of you. So I took it back to a song where more of the audience, we knew what was going on, to reestablish that common ground. And how often do we do that in our classrooms, right? Like we do that all the time. So I pride myself on knowing lots of songs. And when I moved to Oklahoma, I had to learn new songs as I made new friends, right? Why are you guys laughing at that? That was not a joke. Okay, all right, so let's try this one. 'Cause I've got friends in low places. Wait. Hold on, time out. Guys, you did not follow my very explicit instructions of when I gesture, that's when you sing. You guys are over here singing about whiskey. Your true colors are really showing. I know we're at ECET, but come on now, okay? So what does music have to do with math, right? Why am I not a music teacher? Well, most musicians will tell you that music can be expressed in math and numbers, right? For me, math always came easily. It was a stereotypical Asian. And I knew how to play with math, so it only made sense to me to teach students who struggle with it most, right? And when I started teaching math, I realized that being a good teacher, no matter the subject, meant I had to be willing to learn new songs, because it was how I connected with my kids. So, like young people, really more than anyone else, they use music as an outlet and a way to express themselves, to cope with hardship or to just feel more understood, right? Like parents in the room with teenagers, am I right? Yeah, okay, wait, you guys didn't want to mention it. All right, it's fine. So when they saw that I was willing to listen to the songs in their hearts and souls, they opened their ears to mine. And in between calculating probability and solving equations, we would talk about how the Fresh Prince had paved the way for mainstream hip-hop, or how emo was so much better before they started screaming in songs, or how Justin Timberlake and Beyonce weren't always solo artists. Sometimes I like to subtly throw out a song reference just to keep my students, kind of on edge. Like I may say something like, I'm seeing a lot of blank space on these papers, and I know you guys like Taylor Swift, but come on. Yeah, like, I just want to look good for you like Selena Gomez. Only some people got that. That's okay. But it keeps things interesting for my kids. I promise you that. And I get eye rolls. But there's like a quiet appreciation there too. And so, although I do have to admit it's not always easy keeping up with the youngins, I try. So can you guys follow me on this one? I hopped off the plane at LAX with my dream in my cardigan. Oh, that was a reach. Wait, okay, some people are still going. Some who knows Party in the USA there, Miley Cyrus? Yeah, Party in the USA, come on. Oh, man. I knew picking the Miley song was not, they told me, they said, do they know that song? And I was like, I'm pretty sure they do. Okay. So, if there's one thing that I would like for you guys to take with you, it's to not let raunchy lyrics or profanity throw you off, right? Understand that there is a reason why that student is listening to that music. See, I grew up on hip-hop and rap, and while the lyrics may be offensive, a lot of those songs made sense to me when so many people around me were struggling, right? I remember listening to the song Rainy Days by Mary J. Blige on the way home from a funeral of a friend of mine. And this was high school. The freshman year in high school. It was a funeral for a kid who had been murdered. This was a kid who just yesterday we were playing tag on the playground. It was really hard to understand, but music was that outlet. So I would love to challenge you to think of how different things might be if we all just took a little time to listen to the songs in other people's hearts. For so many of our students, their song selection is a reflection of who they are. And while the specific songs may change day to day, if you pay attention, you'll start to get a better sense of who your young ladies and gentlemen are, or who they aspire to be. I had a student a few years ago who lost his mom unexpectedly. He told me how he had memorized the lyrics to Dear Mama by Tupac. You guys know that song? It's a wonderful song. And so actually in my classroom, on my closet, on the inside of the door, I showed him this poster I have of Tupac. It says America's Most Wanted, because I also love Tupac. And so when he found this out, it was like a light switched. Our relationship changed instantly. And this is a kid who would go on to help me coach my Special Olympics basketball team. I see him at church. I mean, this was a kid who, by all accounts, should never have made it, given the hand that he was dealt. But his love of music was often his way of kind of refocusing and centering himself. And our mutual love of Tupac and hip-hop music in general became our bond. Connecting with students through music opens up new lines of communication, right? Yeah, got a couple head nods. There are choruses that bring us together. There are notes that comfort us when we're struggling or have experienced loss. There are rhythms that speak to us on subconscious levels. So I encourage you guys to find those choruses, find those notes, find those rhythms to stay in tune with your students. So let music speak for you when words fail. Learn new songs and share your favorites, because you never know what kind of connection you can make with other kids or which child it will inspire. All right, one last song. This is a song that reminds me of my lovely wife, Casey. She couldn't be here tonight. She's an AP English teacher. Any English teachers? Yeah, all right. So let's do this one. Baby, what song you make me want to roll my windows down? Thank you very much.